Hello to you, Mark Hall here, with your weekly fine wine investment market update. Today, Thursday, the 4th of July, 2013. Okay, now, the results are in for June, and as expected, there was very little movement across the indices. I say as expected, because the market, well, it's always slow following a non-premier campaign, and last month was absolutely no different. Of the four main indices, only one was up last month, and that was the Bordeaux 500 index. That reflects trends across a much wider market. That was up by 0.34% on May. Nothing much to write home about there, but it was certainly up, and that's a good thing at this moment in time. The 50, 100 and investable indices, well, they were all down, only by a fraction, so basically no change across the board in June. It is interesting to note, though, some of the worst performers in June were the first growths. They're still trying to find their value in the market, and let's face it, the market is certainly currently more interested in other wines. I think, generally speaking, these wines have probably fallen as far as they'll go. But I do think we can expect further price drops from certain first growths, as they're still looking a little bit overpriced at the moment. Certain vintages of Lafite in particular, well, they still look too expensive to be attractive to the majority of buyers, so don't be surprised to see them lose more value over the coming months. On the flip side, well, many other wines did extremely well in June. For example, the Pape Clément 2010 and the Montrose 2003. Now, these are properties we've been buying into quite heavily of late, and they were up 9% and 6.2% respectively. Champagne, well, that's also doing well. Krug 96, well, that's up 10% in June. Cristal, the 2002 and 2004 vintages, well, they were up 7.3 and 7% respectively. Now, all of these results should be telling you what we've been saying for quite some time now. And that's basically, if you want to make money in this market today, you have to choose your wines very carefully and strike while the iron's hot. It's no longer good enough to really buy first growths and then just sit on them and expect healthy returns. You need to cast your net a lot wider these days and follow the trends that are out there. To emphasize this point, you should consider the fact that the right bank 100 index, and that contains absolutely no first growth at all, well, that's bucked all the downward trends and has just posted its 11th consecutive monthly gain. Now, this is a clear indication there's a lot of wine out there that's going up in value, even if it's in a difficult market. So the trick is know which ones to buy and also when to sell out of them. And on that note, if you want to be able to do that and more, well, just register for an account with us and use our trading platform to buy and sell wines directly from LiveX. And of course, that's at industry prices. Our details are on the screen. So that's it for this week. Apparently we're in for a bit of a heat wave, so if this turns out to be true, enjoy the sunshine, and I'll see you next Thursday.